I'm the dude that does dishes all day long, wiping plates.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Dude Does Dishes. I'm the dude doing the dishes. You know this. This is episode 47. Almost at 50. I know I say that every time. We're going to make it to 50. Could be this year. It's going to be this year. Do not worry. Episode 50 is coming up. Hope you guys are doing great. I got some dishes. A few dishes. I got a big bowl here. This is a big bowl, like a hat. It's almost like a... I don't even know what you call that. Anyway, I got a big bowl here. Salad bowl. Bam. Dishes. I think I got some over here, which I will probably forget about. We shall see. Again, hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing good. This weather has been crazy. How hot is your summer? It has been so hot here. Like so hot. I don't even know how hot. It's hotter than Vegas. Not right now. But this past week has been hotter than Las Vegas. Hotter than Arizona. I think we got up to 111 degrees. With humidity. The humidity makes it hotter.
It's not the heat. It's the humidity.
But anyway, let's get this show on the road. Get the water going here. No water. Ooh, this water is hot. This water is hot. We are going to start out with International Days. Like we always do. Or do we? I don't even remember the order. You know what? We don't need no order. Was that like a double negative? That just sounded really wrong when I said, we don't need no order. Sorry, we don't need any order to the show. There is no proper way to do this. There is a way I like to do it, but we're going to start off with International Days. And today, July 7th, is International Rock and Roll Day.
What do you wanna do with your life? I wanna rock!
Who does not love some good rock and roll? And what do you consider rock and roll? Who invented rock and roll? Some say Elvis invented rock and roll. Do I believe that? I don't know. Rock and roll has been around for years. And then you get into all the other stuff like glam rock, heavy metal, country rock. But original rock and roll, would you say Elvis invented original rock and roll? There's some good rock and roll. Like my personal favorite is the Foo Fighters. I love the Foo Fighters. Dave Grohl seems like such an amazing dude. I know he's had some issues, but yeah, like the Foo Fighters. I mean, I know Dave Grohl was in Nirvana and that was grunge. Is grunge rock and roll? Or is grunge grunge? Something to think about. But when Dave Grohl started Foo Fighters, that's rock and roll. Or some people even say stadium rock. There's so many genres of music. It's hard to tell. Well, look at this. You know what is hard to wash? A potato masher. You know, those things that get stuck in the drawer when you can't open the drawer because they're like, look at me. I am not coming out. This drawer is not opening. Anyway, yes, it's International Rock and Roll Day. So let me know what your favorite rock and roll band is in the comments. Or do you even listen to rock and roll? What is rock and roll? Who started rock and roll? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Because I want to hear. I do want to hear. It is also National Chocolate Day.
I love chocolate.
Now, I do love chocolate. I love milk chocolate. milk chocolate has to be my favorite. I don't like dark chocolate, and I believe I read something a while ago that white chocolate isn't even actually chocolate. Did you guys know that? I had no idea. I'm not a big fan of white chocolate either. I would rather dark chocolate than white chocolate. But like I said, my favorite is milk chocolate. How about Reese's Cups? Chocolate and peanut butter? Oh, I don't know who came up with that combination, but that is a combination. So yeah, National Chocolate Day, and this really has nothing to do with anything, but it's National Dive Bar Day. Do you guys like dive bars? So going someplace that I'm not familiar with, I don't know, it's a little difficult for me sometimes. I mean, like walking into certain restaurants or whatnot, and especially like a dive bar. If you're in a different city and you see like a dive bar, like I myself, I love dive bars, but you know that feeling? You walk in and everybody's like,
I'm trying to use the phone!
who's this guy? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't like that, but I do like dive bars. And one dive bar that stands out to me that I went into, I went in with some people, so it wasn't too bad. But that is, what am I doing here? Okay, let's start with these. The Double Down Saloon in Las Vegas. So the Double Down Saloon, wicked dive bar in Vegas. It's a brick building. There's no windows. When I went with a bunch of people, we pulled up in a limo. So the front entrance, let me stop this for a second. The front entrance, there's like stairs and then like a wheelchair ramp up the one side. It's concrete. It's all concrete. We all pull up in a limo. Up on the front entrance, there's a Harley parked outside the door. Up on the front, like, didn't go up the stairs, obviously. Went up the ramp, Harley's parked right at the front entrance. I'm like, we just pulled up in a limo. Do we really want to get out? It was kind of scary. Again, I was with a few people, so we're like, we got to go in here. It's a dive bar. It's kind of like a punk bar. They do have punk bands and stuff. This was during the day when we went, so there was no bands, but you walk in, the place was so dark. And again, that happened. Walk in, everybody's like, who are these people? But it was Vegas, so I'm assuming they're probably used to that. And it's not too far off the strip, so they are probably used to just strangers walking in. I'm assuming there was a bunch of locals there, but we went there for one thing, because they have a shot. I'm not going to beat this out. They have a shot called ass juice. I know, you're like probably like, bleh, bleh, bleh. Gross, right? It's called ass juice. And you can purchase the souvenir shot glass. The souvenir shot glass is a toilet. Oh, let me get this for you. So here it is. This is the shot glass from the Double Down Saloon. This is what ass juice comes in. I know, right? Ass juice. Look inside. Whoa, gross, right? That's hilarious. But we went there specifically to try this and get this souvenir shot glass. And what it is, oh, here, you can see right here on the top too, it says. Which you actually just saw. So what that actually is, the shot, is basically the leftover liquor from the bottles from the night before. They put it all into one bottle, give it a shake up, and that's the next day's ass juice. Gross, right? But the day that I was there, it was actually pretty good. It had like a little fruity taste. I don't know why. but it was pretty good. I didn't mind it. As you can see, I came home with the shot glass. The whole reason for going there. Sketchy place. Very much a dive bar. So yeah, let me know. Do you guys check out dive bars at all? Or do they scare you? Because yeah, that's it. That's it for International Days today. Now we're going to head on to birthdays. Birthdays today is a little bit difficult. We are going to start off with Ringo Starr. You know, the drummer from the Beatles. Ringo Starr, he's like, what is it? Just him and Paul McCartney left. That's it, eh? Ringo Starr, he tours a lot still. And he's 84 years old today. Ringo Starr, happy birthday. Let the beat go on. I don't know. Whatever. Happy birthday, Ringo Starr. I wouldn't mind seeing Ringo Starr. Like I said, he's still touring. And he comes to the casino here in the Falls once in a while with the Ringo Starr band. I don't know what they play. I know somebody watching here has probably seen Ringo Starr live, either with the Beatles or without the Beatles, the Ringo Starr band. But yeah, happy 84th birthday, Mr. Ringo Starr. The next birthday we have, Shelley Duvall. So Shelley Duvall is probably most known for easy, getting water all over the place. Shelley Duvall is most known for her role in The Shining, I'm pretty sure. But my memory of Shelley Duvall was Popeye. Do you remember the movie Popeye with Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall? She played Olive Oyl. That's really my first memory of Shelley Duvall. I love that movie. I think that movie is so underrated. If you haven't seen the Popeye movie, check it out. It's from the 80s. My parents took me to the drive-in when I was just a kid to see that and Indiana Jones. I forget which Indiana Jones it was. It was like the first one. The Temple of Doom? No, the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So yeah, that's when I saw Popeye. I saw Popeye at the drive-in with Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Aging myself here a little bit. Both amazing movies. And I feel like I fell asleep during Indiana Jones because I was just a kid, so I was young. I was back in the 80s. The last birthday, get a load of this one. I am almost out of dishes already. I gotta speed up this conversation here. The last birthday, I gotta look at the name. Otto Frederick Rowetter. Otto Frederick Rowetter. And you guys are like, who the heck is this guy? He invented the bread slicer. Get that, eh? He invented the bread slicer. He died in 1960. And you know how old he would be today? He would be 145 years old today. That would be old, so yeah. He is gone. Rest in peace, Otto. And thank you for inventing the bread slicer. And I was thinking, because everybody says, oh, that's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But he invented the bread slicer, and it wasn't too long ago. I don't have to date when he actually invented the bread slicer. But what did they say before that? That's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, sliced bread is not that old. What came before that? This is not going to stay. This is not going to stay. I think that's it that I got to put in the drying rack. So I could move this over a little bit. But yeah, Otto Frederick Rowetter. Not bedwetter, Rowetter. Invented the bread slicer. Thank you, sir. You just made life a whole lot easier. So that is it for birthdays. Like I said, I was stretching it today trying to find some birthdays. But I thought Otto was a good one because, bread slicer. And that leads us to the next segment. You guys know what it is. That's right. Dude drops facts. I got 2 air fryer drawers left. Gonna wash them. First fact. Get it straight, Adam. Get it straight. First fact. Can I not talk? What is with me? I noticed that in the last episode too. Anyway, the first fact. Sliced bread was temporarily banned in the U.S. during World War II. World War II? Yes. You know why? Because Otto invented the bread slicer. The bread slicer made everything easier. People were eating bread like it was going out of style during World War II.
Ready?
Because it was so easy. So there was a temporary ban on it. Who would have thought? A ban on sliced bread? So I wonder, did they just sell loaves of bread, unsliced? And then, people had to slice it themselves, so less people bought bread? I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, there was a temporary ban on sliced bread during World War II in the U.S. Who knew? Did you know? If you know, leave a comment because I'm sure you probably have some good facts to share with me. The next fact I have is Q is the only letter that does not appear in the name of any of the U.S. states. Did you know that? I didn't know that either. Q does not appear in any of the U.S. states, in the name of any of the U.S. states. There is X's, there is Z's, or, as you would say in the U.S., Z. There are Z's in the names of some of the U.S. states. I think that's it. I got one more thing here. I do also have one more fact. All right, cutting board is done. As I get water all over the place. Mike, you guys can see this. This is stacked. Stacked. You guys want the last fact? Got one more fact for you guys. Just give me a second. I'm going to let this water out. And then I'll let you know that last fact. All right. Cover didn't want to give me my towel. The last fact is actually an animal. Tell me, have you heard of this animal? It's called the beefalo. That's right. You heard me right. The beefalo. It was invented in the U.S. Yes, it's the beefalo. It's a cross between a cow and a bison. Does it sound weird? A beefalo. I know it does sound weird. You know where I found this? The American Beefalo Association. Yes, that is true. There is actually an American Beefalo Association. Beefalo. You know what? The meat is less fatty, less cholesterol, and what else? Fewer calories. For those of you watching your calories, you should try a beefalo. I have never heard of a beefalo. I would probably try it. Why not? I will try anything. You guys know this. I will try almost anything anyway. Speaking of that, I got some chips here. Look at these. They're not chips. I think they're peanuts. Peanuts. Ghost cheese nodder. I don't know what a nodder is. I want to thank Travel with Lisa, MH, for bringing these on her trip to Niagara Falls. Should I try one now? Should I try one now? I'm going to try one. I am going to try one for you guys. Actually, I'm going to try a few. Check it out. Well, almost dropped them on the floor. So these are like peanuts covered in chips. We have them here. They're called chip nuts. But we do not have these. See how spicy these are. I'm gonna try 4. You see that? I'm gonna try 4. Mmm. Yeah, those are they're pretty spicy. Getting hotter now. I do not think I could eat a lot of those. I think 4 was pretty good for now. It's starting to sweat a little bit. You feel a tingle in the back of the throat. I am way off track here because this is not Dude Does Facts. Dude Drops Facts now. This is Dude Tries Some Hot Chip Nuts. Whew. Yeah, they're a bit spicy. So with that, let me know if you've tried Beefalo. Beefalo? Is that what it's called? I already forgot. Beefalo. Yes. Is it bedtime yet? Anyway, if you guys like this episode, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. So you know when I do dishes. I had a lot of dishes today. I will be back for episode 48, which means we will be 2 away from 50. Episode 50, there will be some changes. I'm excited. I hope you are. I will see you in the next episode. Oh, I'm taking my chip nut and going home. Ciao!
I'm the dude that does dishes all day